pretty late or early, but I was processing. I don't know. And it's kind of I was watching these videos on character development and how a great villain corrupts the hero and makes him the villain. And I was thinking about all the videos I've done on my page, pissed off at the world. And when you're a lead brain, I realize this, to be fair to myself and anybody that's a lead brain, you are pissed off at the world because you're in a constant state of anxiety and you're not using your halo brain, your intelligence. You're just being an idiot, in my opinion. What my definition of an idiot is strictly reactionary to the environment, and that's what these people are. The way you beat that villain is by not becoming a villain yourself. And it is one of the weirdest facts in life. I remember saying this to Anal Eating Mummy and God and all the other losers that I was working with. I probably repeated it a million times. I told them heroes choose themselves. There isn't any bloodline. There isn't any of this bullshit. My dad, and if you ever look up historically, like, this is common sense. When you have a great dude, the son is less impressive. Okay, and it's not like that, oh, he lives in the shadow of his father, all this other shit. No. There's just something about that. Like, there isn't a bloodline of legendary people. Okay. Heroes happen. And whether it's instinctive or by complete bumbling accident. Once again, if you did a movie on my life, like this entire event, it would be a comedy. It would be a comedy, and it would be a dark comedy. It would be a serious dark comedy, because it would be me being like, I'm Detective Dan from Nickelodeon's All That, and Mr. Magoo and Walking Tall. You know, it would be some guy that kind of has values, and there'd be these guys that have zero values, calling the guy that kind of has values self-righteous because they have no values, and they'd all be serial killers murdering people. And I mean, you could really, when I think about it from a 3D standpoint, you could really do some hilarious shit with me and Stu in particular. I could just picture fucking Stu being like, he's dead, only for me to walk into Ingalls after he shot me in the head, and you hear the music from Deadpool play. Like, no! As I come walking in, just the horror and the fear. Same thing with Officer Fred when he poisoned my shit and he thought I died, and I came into work the next day and he's, you're supposed to be dead. I can't be dead. I have to work. It's been a fun ride. I talk like these events are over. They're not. These people will come and get me, or I have to do something. I think in the anime world, this would be the part where the hero says something stupid like, I have PTSD, trauma, and psychosis from these people, but still, I have to stop these villains. Or like, I have PTSD, psychosis from these people, and I have to save these people. Like, even so, I have to save these people. Like, yeah. Remember, Anal Eating Mummy God was just calling and making threats, leaning up to me the shit with before I signed the perjury. He was just calling he was in prison and he was calling on a butt phone, and I remember being like, man, that's gotta stink. Yeah. But when I was talking to him, he kept talking about fate. And I was like, brother, why are you so down? Destiny rarely calls upon us with the moment of convenience. And then I was like, trust me, there's a bunch of... I didn't realize it was him sending these people to murder me. So I was like, trust me, I'm dealing with some shit right now. And he was like, what are you doing with us? Like, these assholes keep turning up with guns and making threats. And I'm getting fucking tired of them. Yeah. That was with a brain that was degrading on heavy metals. Imagine being so stupid you become unstoppable. But, I remember Blondie going on about narcissism is the superior psychology and it's not defective, and he's on a one-man crusade, and he probably has an army of people because it's the entire church that's gonna help him to prove the malignant narcissist is the superior psychology. It's not defective. It's not, because they told him when he was little he was better than everyone and he believed it because he's an imbecile. You know what I believe? No. Maybe it's what I know. I think the power of the malignant narcissist is the delusion. And it's what happens when you give a kid tetraled outside of psychopathy and the disassociation from their emotions. They're delusional. And that delusion enables you to believe things that simply aren't true. Ganon calling me pretending to be Lexi. And it's the sitting at that table with Peter Pan, everybody imagining food, and you're like, I'm a fucking adult, I don't do imagining. Now clean up that horse shit. Like, it's that kind of thing. And I guess, in a way, everybody wants to be a child forever, and being the adult sucks. And if you know anything about Republicans and the Democratic Party, when the Republicans really fuck up, they blame the Democrats for not stopping them. They literally blame the Democrats for not bending them over their knee and whipping their asses. Which, Repubs, if you want that, we can set that system up. I was, understanding heroes and villains and some of my shit about Mary Bowberry and the other wives and everything that happened. Like, I guess as my brain starts coming back and working, obviously my personality's adjusting to that kind of shit. And I'm slowly having a change of mind. Like, I mean, I've been riding a scooter around at night because it terrifies me, and I've been doing that to try and desensitize my nervous system from fear. But sometimes fear, the truth about fear's kind of a perception. It is a feeling on its own that has its own autonomy almost, but a big chunk of fear is perception. And I've always been okay with not knowing. I need to accept the general fact that I was talking, one of the moments I was talking to one of the FBI guys that was telling me they were coming to kill me and they can't stop them. And we all wish being a hero worked like in video games and movies where you defeat the bad guys and then you marry the princess and then you live a happy life because everybody loves and worships you, but that's not what happens. In reality, it's horrible. Being the hero sucks. There's no bravado, there's no praise, there's no thank yous. It is a nightmare. It is a nightmare to be a hero. Nobody comes to help you. That's the worst. That's the worst part of being a hero, is nobody comes and helps you. And maybe that's toxic. Maybe just believing somebody's coming to help you. Or maybe the truth of the matter is something much darker. Maybe we need more people to choose themselves to be heroes. I've been going on about I don't values and shit, and I don't believe in killing and all that stuff, but in my videos, you gotta kill them, yes, that, they make it that way, and I would argue that as a way of them imposing their lack of values on you, because there's nothing good about what they do. There's nothing smart about how they think, okay? If the whole world thought like them, the world would be a miserable place. Everybody would be miserable, alright? Well, with the exception of Blondie and the ultra-rich, they'd be inbreeding themselves into retardation and making fun of everybody because they're dumb enough to believe they're actually doing something good when they're doing something bad. I I was watching. There's so many movies. Hero movie watcher. The Deadpool movie with Wolverine. I felt so much relation to Wolverine in that he died of heavy metal poisoning in the original series. I nearly died of heavy metal poisoning. Holy shit, could I relate to that? Like, fuck me, dude. I had the Lego movie when Vitruvius tells him you have to believe you're special, and Emmett's like, it was all made up. The prophecy was made up, and I don't know how exactly I don't actually believe I'm a god or special, because how many serial killers get struck by lightning when they're trying to murder somebody? How many times did these guys try to kill me and just through luck or accident or just my general bobbiness did I stop them? Like, I don't even know what I'm afraid of, because they should be fucking scared shitless of me. I mean, if I was them, I wouldn't even be stupid enough to be in the same state, let alone trying to control or be around me, because holy shit, did I do some shit to them. Like, hats off to Stu. He's just really stupid. It's not bravery at this point, it's stupidity. The fucker got struck by lightning. That's how you know you need to fucking leave, dude. That's how you know you need to go. These guys go on about, oh, I'm a god, but also the church has to do everything, and also I'm a god of death. All I can do is kill. I can't create. Real gods create. Anytime you know a creator, they're the closest thing to a god you'll ever meet. Okay? Creator of any kind. Social media, whether it's little fucking tools, 3D printing shit, designing, making, solving problems, are the real, in my opinion, are the real signs of a true god. A man that solves problems. And I've been that man my entire life, trying to solve problems. And I don't think I'll ever be able to get over any of this just because of how my brain works. It's a problem, and I know I have to solve it because it's how my brain works. I wish I was like that about math, because I'm actually not that thrilled about math. But, yeah. I mean, if any, you want to do radical acceptance, I believe I am the special, I am the Uber God. Overman. No, I'm the Over God. I'm the guy that you guys all bow down to. You check your fucking under your bed for me at night, and you check under your bed even when you have a mattress on the floor. So you pick up your mattress and make sure I'm not under there. You check in your fucking attic, and then you check your closet. You open the toilet. You check all the cabinets, and then you go to lay down in bed, and then hope I'm not already under the blanket. I don't know what part of my brain just turned on, but I think a big part of how I'm feeling from the regenerative process is it's a process, and you can't. Yeah, I've always been slow for these kind of things. My entire life, I've always done things when I do them, not when other people force me to do them. That is my nature. My mother and father and people teaching me to read wasted their time for many years trying to teach me to read because I guess my brain just wasn't there yet. my thought process, my energy, whatever you want to call it. And, maybe I just need to be like, I'm the main character here, and nobody can stop me. Just for all of eternity, nobody can stop me. Oh man. And then, yeah, and I guess loop it back. Maybe that's the true power of a narcissist, is they're delusional enough to believe. I mean, Stu's got to believe some crazy shit if he got fucking struck by lightning by me. Like, wow. Dude, they could probably tell you. I bet there are things I don't even know what happened. I bet they sent guys out that accidentally shot themselves in the head, and they were like, what happened? He died. How did that happen? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how much time I have left, but I do know I've got to take action. I'm pretty sure my guardian angel's probably the ultimate badass. Probably a fucking wing zero, you know? Like, oh man, he's doing it again. Guardian angel, get ready. You're gonna be busy.